Sometimes it's like, oh, let me just go somewhere and drop my child somewhere. Within that 30 minutes, anything can happen. Yes. Or let me take my child somewhere and you are not really supervising the child, or you don't know where the child is going and where the child is not supposed to go. I remember one time I was like 12, 13. I went somewhere and I met a friend, the person was like a scout master, my brother's scout master. And the guy saw me, then as a child, the way I grew up, I could take transport from one place to the other. I wasn't always I didn't I wasn't the kind of child that, oh, yes, my I could go, my parents could come in a vehicle and take me from one place to the other. But I also had a bit of independence, maybe because of where I grew up in, Old Bedell State. Children were kind of more outgoing and all that. So I met my brother's scoutmaster and he told me that he had a letter for my mom. So I met him at somewhere and he told me that, oh, how are you? It was coincidental. He didn't plan to meet me there. I didn't plan to meet him there. I went there to do something and I met him. He said, oh, I have a letter for your mom. Follow me to my house. And I followed him to his house. And while I was there, it was like he see me, I see you kind of arrangement. I sat in the parlor. He now sat. Next thing he was doing, he pulled his shirt and he put his hand, he took my hand and put it on his chest, his hairy chest, I would say. And but at that time, by that time, 12, 13, I was old enough to know that something wasn't right about the situation. So immediately that happened, I just got up and I left. And that was the last I ever saw of the man. Later, I found out that the man was a serial abuser, was abusing other children. So parents have to be very, very careful. And also, all these things that happen, I never discussed it with my family, because you know how it is in this African culture. We are not free to talk about things, because if I had said something, maybe my parents would have taken action and all that. Though once I was coming from school, somebody called me to come to his house and I told my mom, and she went to the neighbor's place. The man was about 20, 25 then, and she went to warn him never to call me to come to his house. She did it once, but this particular incident, this second incident, I didn't tell her till I was an adult. So I think parents should be more accommodating, be more willing to listen more to their children. Sometimes the children have some unspoken signs. If you are close to your child, you will know when there's something, your child is hiding something. Yes, if you're a discerning parent, you will know that there's something about this child. It's just the way the child is behaving that is not the regular behavior. There will be some sign, I believe, if parents take time out. And another thing, thank God for modern parents. Modern parents, to a large extent, they don't have too many children. Parents of our generation, they had they were just having children as much as they could, because the economy was better then, so they could afford to feed their children, and they felt, oh, if I can feed a child, I can give birth to a child. But would be parents, it will do well for them to have the number of children they can be emotionally there for. Parenting is not only about giving money, it's about being emotionally there for your child, having time to spend with your child, understanding your child, and try to safeguard your environment. Yes, relations can come, people can come, but don't make your child vulnerable. No matter who, even if it's your sibling, whoever it is, don't make your child vulnerable. And also check the patterns, the people you are inviting. What kind of patterns do they have? Though sometimes an abuser, there's no way you can tell. That's just the truth. The person may be nice, may be good and all that. But check some patterns. If you have relatives that have some funny patterns, some funny I don't know how to put it, moral compass. Their moral compass is very, very questionable. Be very careful. Don't expose your children to just anybody. Then also, what are the things you are reading as parents? Some parents, they read and they watch all manner of things, and when children watch these things, it could stimulate some desires in them, and they now start practicing with other children. So are you a parent, you watch hardcore stuff, or you read hardcore stuff and you leave it lying around, or people come to visit and they have hardcore stuff around, and you feel that, oh, your child will have access? I don't know how that happens. Once you have something in your house that is hardcore, trust me, your child will somehow find a way to open that cupboard, or wherever you think or you thought you hid that thing, and watch that thing. And now it's so easy. There's internet. What is your child watching? What is your child watching? Some parents they are just in a hurry to get their children Android phones, or phones that are connected to the internet. If the child is not using it, it's not necessary. Make sure, because children, I just collected a 50-year-old mobile phone, and I was just casually checking something. I didn't even want to check to see anything, and the kind of things I saw, I was shocked. And by the time I made more research, I found out that it was just terrible. I had to tell the parents of that 15-year-old not to allow their child have that gadget. And today she's no longer using that phone. She's no longer using an internet phone. So parents, you should be very careful. Do not be in a hurry to follow.
Secretly dealing with what the society considers shameful? Or are you tormented by your thoughts? Or do you just want to learn from the experience of others? I am Ethel Modia, a trained behavior coach and certified mentor. And here on the Behavior Hug YouTube channel, you will get that objective perspective that you so desperately need. Your life and purpose shouldn't be left to chance. It's time to get intentional.